Did you watch the speech, or did you watch snippets of the speech? What did you do? Watch snippets of it?
Snippets,
okay.
Yes.
Vinny, you watched the whole speech?
I watched it.
How long was the speech, by the way?
Hour and 7 minutes?
Hour and
It's like
8
something like that.
Ain't nobody got time for
Pat,
that.
I was actually talking with Tyler yesterday. It's funny. I mean, I knew we were going to talk about it, but the fact that he didn't, I feel like somebody sat him down and was like, listen, Donald, they didn't call him Trump, they didn't call him president. Do not go after anybody. Stay in your lane. Don't talk about election fraud. Don't talk about any of that shit. Something is shifting, Pat, where I think somebody's in his ear going, if we're going to win and somebody like a DeSantis is going to run, don't be that guy. Adam, he didn't talk about DeSantis. He didn't bring up, he kind of hinted at certain shit. I know he said something about paper ballots, which I think, whatever. You know what I mean? Go to vote. I want to see the person in person. But I think somebody talked to him and let him know, like, calm down and don't be the crazy Trump that we all know. Okay, I think it helped. I think it helped.
So first of all, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want to kind of give you what things I liked and what seemed different about it. Okay, so here's what I like. This is what's going to get people's attention. Now, if you watch media, if you watch CNN and if you watch Fox, you're going to get two different takes. I've watched more CNN videos this week than I've watched in a long time. I don't know how much CNN I've consumed this week. I've consumed a lot of CNN because I want to know what they're going to be saying. I want to know fully what they're going to be saying from the other side, okay? So a few things that he talked about. He said economic security is national security. That line I thought was the most powerful line he gave. Economic security is national security. Meaning, if the economy doing well, we're fine. If the economy is not doing well, that's a national security. Well, the economy is taking a hit right now, hence national security. He talked about fentanyl, which what a lot of parents are concerned about, and that's a real issue that people are actually worried about. He says the moment I get elected, catch and release will be gone forever. A lot of people in New York, in San Francisco, in many cities, they're all for that being gone. So the moment I get elected, catch and release will be gone forever. He'll safely remove illegal aliens. That's what he said, going back to what he said in 2015. Human trafficking has been the worst in human history. That is a concern of a lot of people. No man will participate in women's support. His words, no man will participate in women's sports. I said support, but sports. Thank you. No man will participate in women's sports. Guess what? That's both sides of the aisle. People are saying, the Democrat, Republican, even Democrats are now starting to say this just doesn't make any sense. Every soldier that got fired for not taking the vaccine will get an apology letter and back pay. That is going to resonate. There's 33 million veterans. That's going to resonate with a lot of them who got fired. Schools will lose federal funding if they push CRT and gender insanity. Great message that's going to resonate with a lot of parents. Ban insider trading for politicians. A lot of people are wondering what happened with Nancy Pelosi going from zero to cup $100 million.
No wonder on that. Exactly what happened.
To eliminate cheating in elections, I will demand voter ID, same-day voting, and only paper ballots. That's a lot of people are for that from his side of the aisle. And then national greatness agenda, going back to it. Now, there's a couple different things. Those are the policies. For me, I like policies because that's how he won. So how he lost is when it's like, well, election this, election that, election that. That's how he lost.
Denial.
Okay.
Well, you mean COVID? I mean, COVID was.
That's how you lose.
Yeah,
that's not the way to win when you're just talking about it's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. That's how Hillary lost the first time. Hillary's campaign was what? I'm with her.
Yeah.
Her whole campaign was around, let's have a female to become a president. People are like, look, I'm not with it, man. You're not that exciting, to be honest with you. You're whatever to me. You're just, I don't see any policies. It was only about, I'm with her. He's a bad guy. Vote for me. Versus Trump won because he actually talked policies. He went back to his playbook that worked, which is talking policies. Fentanyl, policy. Economic security, policy. Catch and release, policy. Illegal aliens, policy. Human trafficking, policy. No man participating in women's sport, policy. Every soldier that got fired get an apology letter for vaccine and back pay, policy. Schools losing federal funding if they push CRT, policy. Ban insider training for politicians, policy. Demanding voter ID, same-day voting, and paper ballots, policy. All of these things are policy. Okay, so now let me give you the other side of it when I watched it. Some parts with the energy is what I felt, okay, that I don't think is going to work well. If you run angry angry doesn't work. When a sales leader is running angry, salespeople quit and they don't sell. Salespeople don't do well when the sales leader is angry. You know, a man one time many years ago said this, and I thought it was a great quote. He told me, a man named Monty, that stuck with me till today. Very, very successful man out of Utah. He said a little bit of fire in the house keeps it warm. Too much fire in the house burns the house down. Meaning, every once in a while, your kids need to know daddy's capable, but every 90 days. But if it's every day that you're raising your voice, then you're going to burn the house down. If a sales leader is constantly pissed off at his people, you know, how come you're not doing this? How come I'm so disappointed? That's just too much. Every quarter when a sales leader is a little bit challenging and pushing his people, it's like, okay, cool. I can see that we have it. Trump cannot come out angry. It's not inspirational. He has to look like he's having fun. He has to look like it's enjoying the process. He didn't look like he was having fun. That's one thing that I saw, where it seemed like it was just business, where in 2015, to me, he felt like he was having fun while he's doing it. And I understand it's serious. I understand this is not a fun, politics is not fun. I totally get it. But you have to get people to laugh. You have to get people to say, okay, I'm seeing this guy's energy. The other thing that I felt was the following. His daughter played a big role in the last election. For her to announce the day after, I'm not going to be a part of it, and she just flat out came out and says, look, I'm not doing any politics. You know, I'm going to help out, but I'm not doing any politics. I'm not moving forward. Where's the story about Ivanka?
Page
if you can
2.
tell me.
Page 4, 1/3.
Yeah, if you want to read it, just read the
She said, I love my father very much. This time around, I'm choosing to prioritize my young children and the private life we are creating as a family. I do not plan to be involved in politics, says Ivanka Trump.
Now, that's one person that had influence over dad, where dad would actually pay attention.
The main person.
I agree.
And then also her husband, Jared.
Well, Jared may be involved. You don't know if Jared's going to be involved or not. And some people are saying he was present when the message was given. Some said he saw him. Some say they didn't see him. I don't know if he was there or not.
And think about it, Pat. Think about it. Think about what her entire family went through for that 4 years. I mean, every time you saw her, it was something investigative. They're corrupt. They're, dude, at that point right now, she's like, I'm not doing this again. I don't think it has anything to do with her father. And that's obviously it does. But like with the media, and you already know what's going to start happening. Or it started. It's already starting. All the group chats from all my cousins and my friends. It's already Trump this. It's like, bro, I don't think she wants to deal with it.
And by the way, Ivanka hung out with Kim Kardashian a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
So maybe she's like, look, man, I want to go back to just being that girl who was sexy, attractive, had a brand. I'm building companies. I'm building businesses. I don't want to be doing politics this early. By the way, I think she's going to have a career in politics for sure.
100%.
I just don't think she wants to do it right now. No. And a couple other things I'll say, and I'll open it up for commentary here. Here's the concerns, okay, where people are wondering if he can still win without the following. Number one, Steven Schwartzman just flat out came out and said, I won't be back in another Trump run. If you don't know who Steven Schwartzman is, just pull up who Steven Schwartzman is. He wrote one of the best books I read. I highly recommend any businessman to read this book. Oh, Steven Schwartzman is, zoom in a little bit, CEO of Blackstone Group. And his net worth is $30 billion. This is not a lightweight guy, and he's a Republican. And he went against Obama. So this is not just a rhino Republican. This guy's a heavyweight, okay? So some may call him a rhino. I don't know if I would put him as a rhino. I just think he's a business guy that's saying, Trump, I'm not going to back up another one. Ken Griffin came out and called Trump a 3-time loser. They're wondering if Fox is going to support him with the Murdoch, backing him up every day, talking about him. Hannity did. I don't know if Tucker's going to do that. I don't know if others are going to do that. I think on Fox, they're split between DeSantis and Trump. So there are some that are just going behind DeSantis and they're public about it, and some that are still loyal to DeSantis, like a Hannity. I don't think Tucker's going to be one that's going to go and endorse 100% either, or he's just going to do his part. He doesn't have Twitter, so you have to keep in mind Twitter's not there. Ivanka's not going to be there this time around. Junior's still a part of it. He has a bunch of people that are going to be supporting, but not the same thing as he did before. And then last but not least, when you're going on a run and you're announcing a run, the run isn't being announced after a victory. The run is being announced after a loss. So they were expecting this speech to be a different speech, which the speech was, here's what we done, Carrier Lake, and we saw, and let me to Arizona and Nevada. And he didn't have that he was expecting to have when he gave that message. That is felt. And he said something jokingly, at the end of it. It's like 55 minutes into it where he says, yeah, can we have this person stand up? Hey, we have to give it up to the first lady. She's so amazing what she does. You know, sometimes I come home and she says, well, Donald, he says, don't talk to me. I'm not in the mood right now. He joked about it.
Yeah.
But it was actually a cool joke.
I like it. It was
where
fun.
it humanized to say, yeah, you're actually willing to self-deprecate a little bit, because typically you don't hear the self-deprecation from this guy. And I'll finish it up with this. Okay, I'll finish it up with this. At this point, they asked DeSantis, what do you got to say about Trump? He says, listen, man, chill out. You guys got to chill out. This just happened. We're doing this. We're doing that. And he did take a shot as well, DeSantis. I don't know if you caught it or not, what DeSantis said. Tyler, did you catch what DeSantis said?
He said, check the scoreboard.
He says, look, I think what we need to focus on right now is the run in Georgia, the Senate run on Georgia with Herschel Walker. Republicans have to do. He says, look, obviously it wasn't good everywhere across the board for Republicans. Florida was a different story than everywhere else for Republicans. That's a shot to say, my state, we all won.
Yeah.
The other guy, not everybody won. So we're going to see what's going to happen. That was indirectly a shot at
100%.
Trump. I understand smack talking. That was a bit of a subtle shot to say, my record is the following.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other guy's record. Here's my record. So
and Pat,
we'll see what's going to happen.
Now, so question. So now Trump announced, because I don't really know the history of it, but like, when do other Republicans that are trying to run kind of step forward and they say, like, how long does that take? Does that take another year? Because Trump right now is off and running. And I saw some report that Obama on his second run had, I guess, only $60 million or something in donors. Trump has like 94%, or like it's ridiculous. For people to assume Trump's done. He doesn't have a chance, especially with DeSantis. Don't let the media lie to you, bro. Trump is in good shape, and he has a lot of people behind him. I'm just curious. So when would we hear if like a DeSantis is going to run? How long does that take?
Here's the other part, though. Here's the other part where the question now is, why is he announcing so soon? Mm-hmm. So the reason why he announced so soon, one, hey, if he's running, they indict him. It's going to be like, look, they're trying to take me down. They're afraid of me. So some people are saying that's why he went too soon. The second thing is, it's not smart to go this early, because everybody else is probably not going to announce for another, I don't know,
6 to 9 months.
9 months,
Oh.
which means everyone else can watch to see how they attack Trump. So for 3, 6, 9 months, they're going to watch the media try to attack and destroy Trump. That's going to give so much intel for the next person that's going to be announcing to run. Because either this is going to be a great play that he made going early, or it's going to backfire because he went a little too early. That's the question a lot of people are having.
For your Future Looks Bright hat, click over here. And to watch the entire podcast, click here. Take care, everybody.